Glad to know you're still with us, and this is that time that you love. I know you do love this particular time. It's financial or personal finance with Charles Fakroha. And today we'll be continuing from where we stopped. We're looking at ways to achieve financial freedom. So if the goal is to be financially free and independent, then this is for you. Good to have you join us today.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm happy that two of you don't even look ruffled despite what is happening on the road today.
Oh, well, I mean, we just had to get here.
We had to do what we had to do to get here.
I saw a lot of workers like me and you who were stranded on the road today, and their faces, they were not really happy.
Of course,
and
because they'll get to work late.
If I'm to begin to address them and say, okay, you need to improve your finance, would that make sense to them?
Well, it's not necessarily about their finance. It's the situation we have found ourselves in, the fuel scarcity, and well, that's story for another day. Let's get to
I agree with you.
business.
It is still the story for today, because in this chaos, can we find peace and order? Is it possible?
It's possible, but would that depend on the individual? I mean, if the individual can lay his or hand on the product, he or she can't get to his or her destination on time because of the congested roads and all of that. It's not the individual's
in the
fault.
midst of that confusion, that chaos, we can still be at peace with ourselves.
Of course,
Definitely.
yes,
And that is the
definitely.
message for today.
Okay.
When you are talking about financial freedom, you are talking about making peace with money.
Okay.
You imagine something just happened, your car has a problem, the plumbing in your house, there's an issue, the lighting, and you just effortlessly, you call the repairer, everything is done. You're not even thinking of the payments. It's just a minor hiccup, you have paid. Life happens to you, certain emergency comes up, and you know that your bank account can take care of everything.
Well, please hold your thoughts. We'll take a break now. When we come back, we'll continue. Stay with us.
Thank you.
And before that time out, you were talking about, ways to be at peace with oneself. And you also said that financial freedom, is one of those ways. And I like the example you were giving about, a lot of things going wrong, the plumbing, electricity, without even thinking, without batting an eyelid, you're able to
You just
settle all
pay
that.
off. That is financial freedom. It doesn't mean you have solved all your problem, but you are at peace with yourself, with your environment, with money, with your neighbors, with your spouse, with everybody.
All right, so how do we achieve this freedom you're talking about?
There is no one size fits for everybody.
Absolutely.
And there are a lot of steps you can take. Your steps will be different from his own step. But the most important thing there, the basic things we are going to look at it that is common for everybody.
Okay.
The first thing there is you need to learn how to budget. There's no way you can achieve financial freedom without budgeting. Because what is budgeting? What is planned spending? You want to be in control of your money. You want to say money go this way, go not the other way around. Money controlling you. And any little thing you get annoyed with money. Somebody is asking you for an assistance, you are getting annoyed. Your child or your spouse comes to you for certain monetary issue. Even though you are going to give, but within you are frowning. You're not at peace with money. You don't have financial freedom. You could have $100 billion in your bank account. That will not be financial freedom.
Okay.
That's one. Learn how to budget. The next thing there is get out of debt. Get debt out of your life. If you still have debt you are paying, then you have not attained financial freedom. The man who has 100,000 naira in his account and is debt free. The man who has 1 million naira and is not debt free, then the 100,000 man has financial freedom.
You never can tell. What if the debt is just about 10,000, 15,000, or 20,000?
A debt is a debt.
But what is left is more than the 100,000.
So let him go and pay it off. That's why we say get debt out of your life.
Okay.
Get it out of your life. Like we were saying the last time, we need to separate the individual from
The corporate.
the corporate.
Yeah.
Because yes, if you can take credit facility to run your business, as long as you use the money for the purpose and you're able to generate the income to pay back, and of course make some profit for yourself, that is understandable. But for your personal self, there is no point taking debt to meet up your personal needs. You want to buy a new tuxedo shoe, you want to buy a new designer's suit, that will not be appropriate. That will not be financial freedom. It will just be living high. Another one again for you to attain financial freedom is set financial goals. Very important. You need to set financial goals. And like we said, your goals must be smart. That is, it must be specific. It must be measurable. It must be attainable. It must be time bound. And it must be reliable or realistic. Let's say you are in debt, 100,000 naira. You could make a plan specifically. I want to pay up all my debts by December 31st, 2023. You can see it's specific, it's time bound, it's measurable, it's 100,000. By the time you get to mid of the year, you check and see if you have been able to pay half of that debt. So it's something you can keep track of. The same thing applies. I want to start saving money. So you must set clear financial goals. Okay. You can also be smart about your career choice. You know, the career choice has affected so many persons. Today we see people who are in a career, they're not happy about it. And there's no way, if you're not happy about that career, that you make progress. There's no way. Yes, I will say just because of the time we find ourselves, I will just do this one just to get the money and all that. So we are saying you should always look for a job or a career that suits your values, that you are happy doing. Yes. Because when there are challenges, because you are passionate about that career or that job, you will continue. Despite the monetary advantage or monetary gains you are going to be getting. So you need to be very, very clear about your career choice. What you are doing, is it meeting your purpose? We all have a purpose while we are here. But at times,
you know, speaking of career choice now, I mean, I've heard people who are saying they want to move into some other career because they feel that those careers have more prospect in terms of, you know, poverty alleviation, or let's say in terms of, you know, the salaries or the monies that are being paid in. And
they are not passionate about it.
They may not necessarily be passionate, but I feel like I've been passionate for years. Passion hasn't paid the bills. And at this point in time, I mean, I need to take the bull by the horn. I need to go after what will satisfy me and, you know, pay my bills, and everybody will be happy. And
when they get that high-paying job, after some time, they will make all the money. You see most of them resigning and going back to that thing they are passionate about.
But they've made the money, they've saved, they've achieved financial freedom.
They've invested.
Yes.
They've invested.
Because it was a deliberate attempt.
Okay.
We said it here.
Okay.
You can't be in a job you don't really like, but just because of the monetary gains, you will continue. You know where you are going. After some time, we have seen, in fact, I don't want to even go to so much details. We've seen people who say, I became a doctor because of my father. Take your medical certificate. I'm going into fashion. We've seen people like that. I went to law school because of my mom. Okay, mommy, this is your law certificate. I'm going into broadcasting. You know, we see people finishing the law school, but today they are in broadcasting. So you should be deliberate and intentional about it. You also need to find ways of saving for you to achieve financial freedom. You need to look for ways of saving.
I know we had this conversation.
Yeah, you need to look for ways of saving. You just need to. You know, you do your shopping, like we say in the market, bargain hunting. You know, you instead of buying things, you go to where you can get bulk purchase. All this because we are saying financial freedom, it does not mean you don't have responsibilities. There are responsibilities, that are things you still need to do, but you have to be intentional and cautious of how you spend. Another way again to become financial freedom is you need to live within your means.
Okay.
You live within your means. Then of course you do a lot of investment. Deliberate investment. You have done your work.
Speaking of living within your means, there are people who probably have to look a certain way because of the kind of work they are doing. So how do you strike the balance there?
Yes. you need to, because of the nature of your job, you want to look, to kind of give an image that, yes, you are a professional in that job. That doesn't mean you need to go and rob the bank now. Yes. Let's take broadcasting, for example. You are a presenter. You could get a very good suit at a very cheap rate and maintain it very well. You don't need to go and rob a bank for you to get a suit for yourself to do your job. It is as simple as that. For the ladies too, yes, you could go to a very good boutique, not too expensive, and you will still look presentable. Am I speaking?
Yeah.
That's it. So, you are not impressing anybody, or you are trying to live up with the Joneses. You want to impress people who don't even care about you. And you don't even care about them, but just because you want to impress. So, dressing to meet up your professional career, there's nothing wrong with that. Yes, you don't expect myself as a gentleman of the profession, that is the city gentleman, stockbroker, dealing clerk, not to be properly dressed while I enter the floor or when I come to talk to my audience, those who listen to iBrandTV. I need to be presentable. But does that mean that I must go and get the latest designer shoes? No. I should be able to get what I can afford and move on. Or is something not looking okay? Are you
Dashing
not
as
okay?
always.
And I'm also not doing bad. Okay, so yes, we're asking the question.
Yeah, beyond, I know you talk. We've emphasized on savings over time, and living within one's means as well, cutting down costs basically. The place of investment as well in terms of achieving financial freedom, because as much as you've saved, there's always that emphasis that after some time, when you have a substantial amount of money, you put it into some investment so that yields returns.
Yes.
So let's explore that means of financial freedom.
Okay, that is
Investment.
Investment. Yeah. Yes. Again, investment is intentional, and you must also be sure of what you are doing. You can't know everything. Speak to the experts. We always give that advice. Speak to even the experts too might not control the market 100%, but they will. In fact, it's even part of one of the ways of becoming financially free. Financial independence is to listen to this program and have a discussion with Charles and of course the ACE presenters, Samson, Perpetua, and of course Omobolanle.
Thank you.
And when you listen to this Daybreak on iBrandTV, you will get some insight as to how you can become financially free. Now, going to your investment. Yes, talk to the experts. Look at the investment. Try to understand a bit of that investment you are doing.
Okay.
Because it is.
Well, I need to come in. I need to come in here. I think we'll have to get it cut in here, and then we'll continue next week.
Yes. Let's save so that we can be saved.
Okay, that's a good one. And by the way, today's your birthday. We should do the drum roll thing. Congrats on another birthday celebration. We wish you more years on earth filled with bliss and God's mercies and favor. So I'm sure that by the time we're done talking.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh no, we do the singing.
Ask me how old I am.
No, that was way back when we were in primary school now, But don't worry, I'm sure when we're done talking, there's the goodies.
Yeah, definitely.
Behind the
If you can make it, 31 Road, start is happening live right now as we speak.
We'll get there.
No problem.
We'll get there. Happy birthday once again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll take a break now. When we come back, we'll continue. It's iBrand Daybreak. Stay with us.